All right, Tommy. So there was this clip circling around social media on Twitter with, I think so. It was from Grant Cohen from the 49ers. I think he's a beat reporter over there, and he was on the plane and he saw uh, Pete Carroll sitting in coach, Mike Macdonald and John Snyder in first class. I don't know why they put Pete Carroll in coach, man. Uh,
I don't know why they're putting Pete Carroll in coach.
and he walks up to first class. The flight attendant tells him, "Oh, we're serving drinks. You can't come in right now. Come back after we serve drinks." And so they finish up the drinks for the first class, and Pete Carroll comes back, and was speaking with John Schneider and Mike McDonald. I just wish I was just in the seat behind them, man, just listening to that conversation. But it looks like they were having a crazy conversation, man. And kind of shows you, man, there's not a lot of bad blood with John Schneider and Pete Carroll. And, so what do you think they were talking about? People were speculating on a Geno Smith trade. I don't think that's the case, but talk about, what did you see that clip? And what impressions did you get from that, clip?
Yeah, I saw that clip for sure. A lot of people thought it was a Geno Smith trade conversation. Absolutely not. No way. They were talking Geno Smith trades in like with Pete just standing in first class talking to them in their seats. That's not happening. They could, like I said, they could have been talking about spring training baseball scores, but I can tell you right now they're not. They were not talking big trades right there in front of everybody. That's why we got cell phones. That's why they've got meeting rooms in the combine. Like that's not happening there. It really could, honestly, it could have been as easy as just catching up. It really could have been like, how are things going? Talk about, what are they going to do this week at the combine? But in terms of trade talk, no way, no shot. I think people are in over their heads with that guess. But yeah, I think you asked me, and this is just a guess as well. I think they were just catching up and talking about the week ahead, to be honest with you. I don't think it was anything deeper than that. They're not going to give out any type of information right then and there in first class. And yeah, that's about how I see it.
Yeah. For me, it sounded like Pete Carroll was talking more about a day he was surprised or something, maybe by one of his staff or something. He was like, he had his hands to his chest and it was like he was making this movement. So I don't know, man. Maybe it was like a personal story or something like that. But anyway, it wasn't a Geno Smith trade. We know that these guys are professionals. They're not just gonna hop on a plane and just have a conversation like that. It's an organization. There's meetings. There's a lot of things that you can do. Anyways, so, but yeah, we'll just end the conversation right there, guys. It wasn't a Geno.
There's not much more to say. There's no Geno Smith trade talks. Now we did see some stuff about Matthew Stafford today. Now that's a whole different thing.
Yep.
That's a whole different thing. Maybe that's where Tom Brady took Matthew Stafford skiing up in Montana, and Tom Brady's obviously a part-time owner of the Raiders now, and so maybe that was how. But again, they're not talking trades on the plane. They're not talking trades on the plane. That is the biggest thing. That's the biggest point I want to get across. That's not happening.